Good morning, everyone. Aderco is a Swiss company who produce, manufacture and distribute fuel treatment solution for the shipping and mining industries. We are 45 years old now on the market and the first and only one producer to offer 100% vegetal-based products.
Thank you for the question. Today we are very thrilled and excited to launch our new product, the 2055J program. And what differentiated from a traditional environmental program is that it's not just a dashboard, it's actually a way to monetize your fuel savings and the reduction in emissions, the CO2 emissions. The way it works is that we use a voluntary carbon credit methodology, and by doing so, we use a baseline of a ship, a dry dock cycle, the baseline of a dry dock cycle, to establish the performance of the ship without the additive. Then we implement our vegetal-based additive on the ship, treating the bunkering, improving the combustion and the fuel efficiency, and then we can measure the gains over a period of 6 to 12 months. And by doing the comparison before-after, we can then establish the savings and then convert them into CO2. And so the idea is to generate a new revenue stream for the ship owners through the generation of carbon credit through the use of our products. But where we take the process one step further is that we can also include other retrofit efficiency measures into the project. And by doing so, we can further the decarbonization by encouraging ship owners to further decarbonize by implementing devices, reducing the emissions and improving the efficiency.
Yeah, fuel treatment are more and more important today in the complex operation. Since the sulfur cap, fuel is a blend of 1,000 components. And the blend you could bunker in Rotterdam, Houston, or Singapore could be different. And there could be some compatibility issues between the blend you bunker. So that's why Aderco proposed its product to make your fuel tanks cleaner and to demulsify. And by those two actions, you solve almost 50% of your fuel issues on board your vessels.
I would say there is two steps. The first step is to, as it was briefly mentioned before, we want to monetize the retrofit efficiency measures for the ship owner. So by doing so, we offer the opportunity to not be a burden. So decarbonization is not punitive. It can actually be an opportunity to reduce your operation cost. And by having this opportunity, we can create a general movement. So by having this incentive on fuel saving, we can push a global movement by forwarding the effort toward this decarbonization and make it more attractive for all kinds of stakeholders in the maritime industry. And also Aderco has been proven to be a very good solution to address biofuels, where we can separate the water from the fuel. And by doing so, we can ease, as Esteve said, the day-to-day issue on this alternative new fuel. So we can further the decarbonization movement in conventional fuel, as well as offering an opportunity for new fuels such as biofuel. So there's really these two aspects that we hope we will push decarbonization toward that direction, because we feel it's the easiest and most achievable path. One of the questions we get asked a lot lately, how does our 2050 program works? The first step of the program is to measure the baseline of the ship. What means the baseline of the ship is the performance, the consumption of the ship without the use of Aderco. So we take the known reports of a period of a dry dock cycle, it's usually 5 years. We gather all this existing data to have a proper baseline. Then we implement the product. We implement our Aderco 2055G additive. And this allows us over a period of 6 months to 12 months to measure the improvement in fuel efficiency, meaning the savings that you can get. Once we have demonstrated these savings, we can then generate carbon credits on the voluntary market because we are using a gold standard methodology, which is one of the biggest players on the voluntary carbon market. And by doing so, we offer the opportunity to include also other retrofits into the program and to generate a new revenue stream for all our clients. This is a way that we can further decarbonization by making it more attractive for everyone.